Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome from Grant Thornton on Mobility Next, our quarterly series on deciphering the performance of the auto industry, where we try to analyze as to how the last quarter went by, what really went well, what couldn't go well. We'll also talk about, how the distribution channels are now undergoing a shift, and this is something globally also we are seeing a major shift happening in terms of how typically digitalization and automation is playing a very significant role. Just to set the context, if you look at FY21, which ended a couple of months back, just like any other sector, auto as a sector was also very deeply impacted. The volumes that we clocked in FY21 actually took us back a couple of years back in terms of what the volumes used to look like. And the challenges didn't end over there. If you look at over the last Q4 of the previous financial year, on a month-on-month basis between January, February, and March 2021, we were seeing some uptick on the volume side, be it on the passenger vehicles or on the two-wheelers. We were seeing the passenger vehicles clocking almost more than 2.5 lakhs vehicles per month, or maybe more than that. But come April and May is then when the second wave had hit all of us and the volumes dipped significantly. But in the month of June, again, when the things started to come back, we saw the volumes picking up again very significantly. The volume jump in passenger vehicles was much higher as compared to the two-wheelers, because two-wheelers typically has a big market in the rural areas and the semi-urban areas. And these are the areas which were severely impacted in the second wave. The medical expenses which went up for the people in the rural areas and the semi-urban areas impacted their propensity to consume or propensity to spend to a very significant manner. But that's not where only the challenges lie. The industry today is also facing significant external challenges. One is with respect to the rising commodity prices. You look at the price of the steel, which is a key component of any auto component major or even auto OEM. The steel prices have risen by almost 30% over the last few months. And this is largely because of the back-end linkage which the industry has with the iron ore prices. The other challenge is on the freight cost, the availability of containers, which is posing a big challenge for the exporters, because auto industry contributes very significantly to the India exports. Last year also, the exports had grown by almost 14 to 15%. And the Q1 of FY22 also saw the exports rising very significantly from India, both for the vehicles as well as for the components. So freight cost, fuel cost, shortage of semiconductors, chips shortages, which we all know has been there for many months now, are posing the external threats, external challenges on the industry. On the other side, if you look at, there is a huge push from the government, be it in terms of announcing the PLI scheme, or many states now rolling out their electric vehicle policy. In the last 1 month or so, we have seen 3 states, which is Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Maharashtra, rolling out their EV policy, which is a good sign because that also shows or demonstrates the seriousness of the states in adopting electric vehicles. The other shift globally that we have seen is in terms of how the distribution model will undergo a change or has actually undergone a change. Grant Thornton UK did a study a few months back, wherein in the UK market, it is expected that the distribution model will move from franchisee to agency model by almost 10 to 15% by 2025. And that's the extent of penetration what the UK market is looking. India is not far beyond. We have seen one of the largest luxury brand in India already announced a change in or a shift in the distribution model.